Are you trying to figure out how to start a sales call over the phone so that you can set yourself up for success?
Yes, I didn't think it would be that easy.
That is a critical piece of your sales conversation. So if you want to know how to start your sales call and avoid the hang up, you're in the right place.
Terrific.
I'm Amy Walker, sales doc and small business strategist, and I have helped hundreds of entrepreneurs and small business owners be able to grow their businesses to 6 figures and even 7 figures, and I know that you can do it too. In today's video, I am going to actually review and diagnose a sales call from a real life salesperson and show you how that very beginning of the sales call going wrong can lead things astray for the entire call.
Hello?
If you deal with your sales calls going too long, or clients rambling and going off topic, and even feeling like the sales call is exhausting because you spent the whole time like wrangling the people, then you're gonna wanna stay tuned because I'm gonna show you the beginning of a sales call and how that set this call up to be a challenge from the very beginning. Watch, because I want you to avoid it.
Fine. Okay, you can go. Christina, will you help her take the dress off?
I have a client who sent me this sales recording to review, and here was the message she said. I had another call today that I ended up recording. This was a long and seemingly brutal conversation. That was the message, a long and seemingly brutal conversation. How many of you can relate to that?
What are you saying?
So I listened to this call, and immediately in the beginning, I could tell you why it was long and why it felt brutal. So let me just let you listen to the very beginning, and I think you're gonna see what I'm talking about pretty quickly. Just a fair warning, you're going to want to leave, but don't. It's only 30 seconds.
Continuing. Okay.
You want to stay?
I don't know. I'll tell you.
Okay. So when you say that you want to take off, are you talking about wanting to take off with the volunteer role or or both?
Yeah, that and actually both, to see if there's a.
So 30 seconds in, it's already sounding off track. Let's talk about why. Now, this is somebody that she told me in the email she has done business with before, and because she's done business with this person before, she assumed that they would have a strong enough relationship to just start off and jump right into the meat of the conversation. Never do that. Fight the urge.
And I see you've invited more people to witness my humiliation.
What you've got to do is take charge of the conversation and create structure for the conversation from the very beginning. That is how we start our sales calls. My first thing that I always like to do on a sales call is set some intentions for the call. So what are you hoping to accomplish today? Then they state their goal, and then I say, great. And I have 3 intentions. Number 1, I'm gonna ask some questions to get clarity on what we're looking at, what your project is, what your goal is, what your challenge is. You don't say them all, just fit which one works for you. And number 2, I'm going to give you my recommended action plan so we can review what that would look like. And then third, if it looks like we could be a good fit for each other, I would love to share with you how we could work together. Because you're taking charge in the very beginning, it's setting the intention, and it will allow you to be able to corral your client back in. And then I say, does that sound good? And they say yes. This buy-in is really important because you have to take charge of the conversation in the very beginning. There are clients who want to ramble and go multiple different directions as they are talking with you. No, we don't want that. We need them to be going in a more linear path, that we can talk about additional concerns, but we have to bring them back to the goals that they've stated and to the objectives that we have stated in order to be able to close the deal.
That's joyous news.
The reason this is so important is because if you don't take charge of the conversation, guess who does? The client. And guess what the client will do? They will meander and they will go off topic, and then they feel like they're in control. One of the other things she mentioned in the email is that the client's trying to talk her down on price. Well, the client was in control from the very beginning, you guys, the very beginning. I want you to be in charge of your sales conversations from the time you pick up the phone until long after the phone hangs up, because you still got follow-up to do.
I'd really like for us to get along.
I want you to be in charge of that sales experience from the time the call is scheduled until after the deal closes. Each step of the way, you're setting intentions, you're letting them know what's going to happen next, you're talking them through the process. You're keeping the timeline moving forward. That's going to put you in a strong position for being able to close deals consistently and efficiently and not have these long, brutal calls that are just honestly, they're exhausting.
Hating you is the most exhausting.
I want your sales to be healthy, my friend. So I've got 2 prescriptions for you today. Number 1, go check out my video on do I need high pressure sales tactics? And number 2, if you haven't done it yet, download my sales and marketing scorecard. It's a great opportunity to really be able to look at the health of your sales and your marketing, and we will diagnose and prescribe exactly what you need in order to get your sales and marketing healthy, thriving, and bringing you all the clients you want. Thanks for being here, my friend. We have been diagnosing your sales woes so that your sales can be sick. And I prescribe that you go watch that next video.